Hi, everyone. AnneMarie Czyz here, your president and CEO, and we made it. Chuck, we made it.
We've done it.
What have we done? We'll talk about what we've done when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. Well, what have we done? This is Pilot Podcast Episode 6. Congratulations, Chuck.
No, congratulations to you. Awesome. 6 in. Woo!
Thank you, Chuck. Very excited. I got to tell you, at the beginning of all of this, I was very nervous. Would I come off okay? Would anybody watch it? One of your deep fears, or maybe one of my deep fears, is you have an idea, you try to put it together based on good reasons, and you put it out there, and like nobody shows up. Chuck will keep me honest, but I think
Always.
through the 6 pilot podcast episodes, we've had between 40 and 100 people view some of the podcasts. So very excited about that, and thank you, everyone. Thank you for your feedback. We have a great episode today, and it's very, very special because for the first time, I have a co-host. And that's different. I don't think
Woo!
Yes,
Yeah.
Chuck, we did it. We're doing something different already within the pilot. We'll talk a little bit about the future of the podcast at the end. But our agenda today is to introduce my co-host, which I would say the co-host of today's podcast is kind of the co-host of Rome Health overall.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you guys, it's occurring to you what's happening. But we'll talk about the co-host, and we will hear from our co-host and some brief updates. I did not accomplish the goal from the last episode, episode 5. We want to try to be able to get our time within the 30-minute mark. It was such a great time spending our episode with Dr. Lauren Gistra. What an amazing conversation, right, Chuck?
There's so much that she has and she's done for this. It's like, I knew this one would be a tougher podcast to kind of get within that 30-minute time frame, but then I didn't know about the whole flower situation, and that just opened up a whole new, a whole new venue to go down. Not venue's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. Just a whole new path we were going down.
A whole new path we were going down between time, talent, and treasures, and we went deep because she's such a great example and mentor for those 3 areas. So we went, I think, an extra 15 minutes over, which today we're going to make our goal of getting a great episode within 30 minutes. So we'll introduce the co-host, like I said. We'll talk through that, and then we're going to get to know each other a little bit better on a surface level with some fast questions. And we'll talk a little bit about the future of podcasting here at Rome Health. With that, of course, I'm going to introduce the infamous Ryan Thompson, our chief of
Infamous.
Woo, infamous.
This is awesome.
This
is awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I've referenced a few times, Ryan, like a Ryan-ism or, our COO Ryan or something a couple times in the last 5 episodes. So it's so great to have you here co-hosting.
Yeah. I'm honored to be here. It's for those that are watching the episode. This is the real deal. This is not like some like modified high school sports production. This is the real deal. So I'm honored to be here. Excited to talk about Rome Health. Maybe answer some fun questions and co-host. I do have a question though.
Yeah. Kick it off.
So as the host, there's like a sticker. I've seen this sticker with a logo.
Ooh, I knew you were jealous of that. Ryan.
I love the sticker with the logo. Oh. And as honorary co-host, maybe Chuck, I could get like a logo. I would love to see it.
Here we go.
Yeah, love it.
Depending. We will make that determination, Ryan, by the end of the podcast.
I'll see how you do today.
Yes. And we'll make sure. Maybe you'll meet the expectations. Jumping in though, Ryan, it seems like you and I quite a bit of things here at Rome Health. What would you say we in addition to this podcast path?
I really think Rome Health is a team. So I love playing the role that I get to play on the team, and I love supporting our colleagues. But really, when you look at us as a team, we're all important and we're all playing a role. Yeah. So it's so fun. It's so fun to be able to come to work and to be side by side with your colleagues and your friends and taking care of the community. So it's not it's not that we do one thing, right? Or it's not that we do kind of three things as a team. We do everything as a team. And that's what makes Rome Health special.
Yeah. Well, while we've got you, Ryan, what do you think the greatest single milestone in the last 5 years that Rome Health has accomplished?
That is a great question. There's a lot of milestones we've accomplished over the last 6 years. You know, we could talk about how we've been able to serve the community more by the number of patients that have come in. We could talk about how we've been able to transform this main campus and transform how the community has been able to receive their care. We could talk about how we've made the campus safer. We could talk about parking. I don't want to talk about parking. We can talk about parking.
Gotta talk about parking.
Yeah, we will. We can talk about parking. But I think the single biggest thing that Rome Health can be proud of is we've stayed open. We've been accessible for the community as they've needed us. We have served our mission. We have provided quality health care with compassion. And that is what we're here to do. That's the biggest milestone we've been able to achieve. We've done it.
Yeah.
We should be very proud as an organization. I get the honor of being in the community and hearing from community members and how much they appreciate everything that we've done as a system to care for this community.
Yeah. I think to jump off of that, Ryan, too, I think I'm right there with you. One of the items to build off of that, so proud of, is that our workforce and our people figure it out every day.
Yeah.
It could be the most significant challenges that maybe have never happened to a patient or to a family or to our community. And I think about the weather crisis we had in the last 12 months. And, you know, a tornado rips through and people are just like ready here always, whether it's an unexpected event like that or it's an everyday occurrence of something that our community needs. Our people just figure it out. So creative, right?
Yeah. In real time. They figure it out in real time and they figure it out together. Is it stressful? 100%. And to watch our colleagues go through that stress, I want to take it away from them all.
Sure.
And have them been able to do that. But during that stress, to see, you know, I'll use a Kelly West term, to see people swarm. To see people swarm around the situation, to come up with solutions, to be able to overcome whatever that challenge is. That is what's going on.
Yeah. I really like that you brought up stress, Ryan, because I think in a couple episodes I've talked about with either a guest or at the beginning that life is stressful right now, like societal pressures are real and they impact our work life. I'd love to hear from you how you handle your stress, but when I think about some of the things that I do to manage my maybe work stress is working closely with you. Like even yesterday, even today, I could evaluate some stressful things that I was involved in and ask you to kind of step in with something maybe that I usually do, but you know, stepped in, and I know that really alleviates my stress knowing that, you know, we've got such a great administrative team, but I've got a great partner in you, like a co-host of a podcast, but you kind of co-host things in real time because those real-time events are some of the most stressful to handle.
Yeah. I think the couple of things. So one thing is self-recognition that you are stressed, and it's okay to recognize that. But also having someone that you can share that with. Yeah. Who are your trusted colleagues that you work the closest with, that you can go to and say, you know what, AnneMarie, I'm stressed today, and this is what's bothering me. And, you know, not necessarily looking for someone to, you know, help come up with a solution, but just wanting someone that can listen to me and say, you know what, Ryan, I understand that.
Yeah.
And I understand this is what you're doing about it. And not just stopping at stress, right? But understanding that you have to continue to address that and continue to work through it and come up with plans. And if you need help, it's okay. Let's ask for help. Let's ask for the help that you need with that stressful situation, and we'll figure it out together.
That's great. Thanks for that reinforcement, Ryan. I think Chuck would keep me honest. I think it was episode 3. I quoted an article that was, do you need help?
Yes.
And do you ask for help? Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, Ryan, for reinforcing that, because in healthcare, I think we expect ourselves to be, kind of superhuman, because there's a lot of skill sets and competencies and needs. And like we were talking about at the beginning of this conversation, people respond amazingly to that. Shifting gears a little bit, because you're a co-host, you could select some high priority items to share with us.
Oh, this is good. I think, the one that I was joking about a little bit is parking. Parking for the last 2.5 years has been challenging. And really, it's the nature of doing a major facility construction project and redesigning how people will access the campus. It will be getting better. We will be picking up a number of new spots once the current construction area that's all stones and compacted gravel is paved and lined. We will be picking up a number of spots that will be able to accommodate staff and folks that are visiting the emergency department. It's always important that we notice what's going on. We actually stopped the project, AnneMarie. I don't know if people realize that, but
I was going to ask you to share a little bit more with our friends.
We stopped the project because what we noticed, and Alan Hurd, our fabulous director of plant operations and environmental services, and our safety officer, noticed that people were having a hard time accessing the emergency department. So we went back to our partners at Hayner Hoyt and the construction team and said, guys, we got to stop, because we have to make sure that the patients who need our care can get our care. And we did. We stopped. We came up with a new plan. The team is working at night now. They're working from 4, I think it's either 4 p or 6 p.m. to 4 in the morning, so that we can get that work done. And then they opened the lanes back up. So for those that are noticing as you are watching or listening to this podcast, today, October 2nd, today's the 2nd?
Are you timing our podcast? No.
Today? Yeah.
Yes.
As of
October 2nd. Yes.
I don't know the rules, Chuck.
It's okay.
No, you're
There's no rules here. No rules. We're just open dialogue. Open mic.
As of October 2nd, there's gravel out there.
Yeah.
Right? You're not used to seeing that. But we're trying to make sure that with everything we do, we're keeping our patients in mind first, our colleagues in mind first too. There's 2 firsts in this place, but making sure that everyone can access the campus safely. It will get better. We will have more spots available to us.
Go Alan.
Go Al.
Go Alan and Ryan, the process of perfection. Even if we're great plans that we had for parking, sometimes the best laid plans don't always come out exactly the way we want. We're real time. We're an organic organization. We're in the business of human relations, and the process of perfection is more important than even having the best laid plan. So kudos to Alan. High five him, right?
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
If you see him across the network, he's done a great job of making sure that, like Ryan said, the 2 firsts are at the forefront as we continue to change and transform our network. I think you got another high priority item for us too, Ryan, right?
Oh, I have many.
Oh, okay. Chuck, buckle up.
I'm ready.
Many high priority items. Well, I think master facility plan is one we have to talk about.
Great.
And another success to celebrate, again, that overarching success of being open and available, is we successfully opened the first phase of our 3-phase master facility plan, which include the main lobby, our 4 brand new operating rooms, 2 procedure rooms, as well as 9 brand new ICU rooms. The important thing about that opening is we didn't skip a beat.
I know, it's so cool.
We didn't skip a beat. The Rome Health community came together, problem solved in real time, figured out what we needed to do to stay open and available, and we didn't stop.
So awesome.
So it's super impressive.
Great job, Ryan.
Thanks.
I know you led us. You led us through that master facility plan.
But that's only phase 1.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Yeah, 2 more phases. Right now, we're working on renovating the old operating rooms and turning that into our pre and post. What's so special about that is right now, our pre-procedure is done on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
So patients come in, they ride an elevator down to the operating rooms, they have their procedure, they recover on the 1st floor, and then they go back up onto the 4th floor. We're going to change that. Patients are going to recover on the 1st floor, come in on the 1st floor, be right there. It'll be great for our care partners too, because they can more efficiently care for our patients. It's less steps, though. That's important. And then the 3rd phase from that is going to be adding the staff support space. Excellent. So the locker room, the break room, The permanent break room and permanent locker room, there will be temporary break and locker rooms will be in place for that third phase. We're looking forward towards an end of next year, total completion. Might spill over a little bit, but that's what we're pushing towards.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, I look forward to that one.
Okay.
I haven't figured out what we're going to build next, though.
I've got that figured out.
I knew you did.
Oh.
I knew you did. I've got some ideas, too.
I think we both do.
I
But
think
giving
we do.
ourselves a permission, right,
Yep.
to finish what we've started is
Yep.
really important.
For sure.
Yep.
Security. Anyone that's accessed the building from the public perspective has noticed that we've added weapons detection systems to the main entrance and to the emergency department. That's important as we see healthcare safety as a priority across the country. We have to be an active participant in that in Rome Health.
I thought our community did really well with that.
Oh,
If I were
unbelievably.
honest, I was talking to Ryan and kind of chewing his ear off a little bit that although we need this and our employees were really clear about increasing our safety presence and our environment and all of that, I was worried how our community was going to respond to that. That's different for our organization. But I think we hit that one out of the park too. People gave us very positive feedback, and
Yeah.
if you can share with us, Ryan, like in the first couple days, weeks, months, did we detect weapons that shouldn't have been on this campus?
We did, and we continue to. And we continue to work on our processes to be as efficient as we can from a security perspective in how we react to those situations. Everything this campus is a very safe campus. Everything has been handled appropriately. We continue to work for how do we become better.
Nice. Thank you, Ryan.
Of course, it's important.
What do you have for us in terms of advice as a workforce and as employees to continue to create the best care out there here?
Yeah, that was not on the pre-questions, by the way, Chuck.
My fault. I'll take that one.
Yeah. No, that is
speaks to your personality, Ryan.
Yeah.
That you are always prepared. It's a great attribute you have. But I sidelined you.
Yeah, no, I actually think that is a very important question, and I think it goes back to our mission statement. So every activity that we do every day, even the smallest activity, relates back to what are we doing to provide care for our community?
Yeah.
What are we doing to provide quality health care with compassion? That's our mission statement.
That's our mission.
And how are we going to look at the work that we're doing and continue to provide that high quality care in an efficient way? The headwinds are against us in community-based health care.
I know.
It is a tough industry to be in because it's so important and the stakes are so high. So really individual ownership.
Yeah.
Individual
like that.
ownership of all of the activities that you do,
That's
that
right.
you are responsible for, even the ones that you're not.
Yeah.
And that's, again, what makes Rome Health so successful
Yeah.
and so special. We do that as a team. We talked about it kind
Yeah.
of jokingly as co-hosts, right? And really, it's as a worker, how can you be a co-host to the people that you're working with?
Oh, that's an excellent image. And when I hear you say that, and I accept that challenge, is that there's no task that is above or below me.
Not at all.
You know.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So important.
Yeah.
Working as it, and it builds that team. You started with us with team. That's one
Yeah.
of our greatest attributes here at Rome Health. And how do we continue to foster that? Ryan, are you ready? Are you ready for rapid fire? This is the first time we've rapid fired it.
Rapid fire. I feel like
Rapid fire.
I can't wait to see the logo for Rapid Fire.
Ooh, Chuck, that's a challenge.
Oh, I'm getting ready. I know, because I was still working on the name. I was like, what are you going to call this? Rapid fire? Are we going to call this? Because rapid fire should be just, he answers one quick question and
Yeah.
done. That's like you're on to the next.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to see how this goes, and then we'll see where the name pops up for the next episode.
It might be mildly rapid fire.
That's okay.
Mildly rapid fire. Okay. Well, Chuck will keep us honest, I can tell you that.
Yeah, for sure.
And our peoples will.
For sure.
Yeah. Our friends in the network are going to be honest with us. Okay. Ryan, few questions to get to know you.
Okay.
Our version of a rapid fire.
Great.
What is your go-to gas station snack?
I love Hostess snack cake ho-hos. They're the worst thing for you, but I love them. I try not to get them every time, but they're so good.
Now, of the Hostess snack cake, this is when Chuck was like, "AnneMarie, just ask it and move on." But I can't help myself. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, it's the Swiss cake roll, the ho-ho.
Oh, okay, the actual ho-ho.
The actual ho-ho.
I got
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Now it's autumn, so there's the autumn
Like pumpkin one,
pumpkin
right?
cakes out too. Yeah.
It's a good one, Ryan. It's a good one. Okay.
Yeah,
Have
not
you
good
ever
for you.
won a contest?
You know, I was on a streak for a while.
Streak?
I was on a
So a
streak.
couple.
Where like I would enter a 50-50 at an organization, and then I would win.
Ryan!
And it was like so fun.
is
Or like I
awesome.
got a raffle basket. I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't won one of those in like 10 years.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, have you ever? And
Oh,
you
yeah.
have, and you were on a streak.
I was on a streak.
People, that means you like give Ryan a little elbow nudge to make sure that his like cool vibe rubs off on
My
you.
question is, where was he with the whole group lottery thing when it was like over $1 billion?
Oh, I
Where's
know,
that luck?
I know.
Chuck, that was the end of
the
my
streak.
streak. Yeah.
Yeah, gosh. Okay,
Happens,
good one, Ryan.
happens.
What's your favorite toy as an adult?
Ooh, that is a good question. Yeah, I'm not gonna. You might disqualify this as a toy.
Okay.
I like my golf clubs.
No, that's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's okay.
That's a toy.
That's good.
that's okay.
You're not getting paid for it, are you?
No.
You're not pro or semi-pro?
No, there's no
You've
professional
teetered.
level.
You've teetered a little bit.
My amateur status card is still well intact.
Okay.
For
Then it still counts. I'm with Chuck. It still counts. What is your favorite movie?
Ooh, I have a couple. One of them being a kid from the '80s is The Goonies.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a little bit. I will annoy my family wholeheartedly with this, but I can say every line in the movie as it's going along.
And watch it again like you've never seen it. Just
Oh,
as
yeah.
excited. Yes. I'm with you. Love The Goonies.
So that's one. Another one again, and you know, people are like, oh, sequels aren't that good. I really like Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
All right.
Yep.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those my I'm a co-host too. Oh wow. AnneMarie,
Ryan's wowing because I'm not usually that quick
Do
with
you-
movie clips.
you've pulled some good ones out. My favorite one recently.
I got one more.
Oh wait, can I tell you my favorite one?
Of course.
Was
The
when
next
you
one's my
pulled
favorite.
out at a leadership meeting
Oh,
the quote from the movie Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yeah, and it was
movie.
something paraphrased like, and Nate helped us with
He
this.
did. Nate was excellent.
Yep. I'm either 98% excited and 2% terrified, or 98% terrified and 2% excited. Either way,
Either way, it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
That pretty much sums up your CNO in one phrase, if anybody wants to know. That was a good. Thanks, Ryan,
Yeah.
for bringing that one back. What is your secret hidden talent? Oh, I can't wait for this one, Chuck.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know,
wait.
right?
I can't wait.
Secret hidden
talent.
I tend to be really an open book.
But what don't we know? You might know it. It might not be so
Yeah. I
secret
mean,
to you, but to us, it might be
Sam
like,
might
what?
know it.
I think that I am like the most fabulous shower singer you've ever heard.
Got it. Got a good voice in the shower. I like that.
No, ask my daughter Lauren. She's going to tell you that she's going to hear me down the hallway and that it's awful, but I think I'm fabulous.
So if I put a little reverb on the board right now, we can get a sample?
It's going to depend on the song, Chuck. I'm really good with Journey or maybe some of the slower country songs. I can do those. But that's a hidden talent, so it stays that way.
Ryan, thank you for letting us get to know you a little
Yeah.
deeper. Those are fun, those fast questions, Chuck. We're going to, hopefully, the rapid fire, we'll get to hear more from the audience about how they like that and getting to know people, because we'll probably continue those on. Trying to stay on time. Got some great updates from our co-host. Thank you, Ryan. We'll jump right into the mailbag because we got a couple from last episode we weren't able to get to. And Ryan and I will answer maybe, I think, a couple questions from the mailbag. Go Chuck.
We got a couple here. And be sure to send it in. AMC Connects 25@gmail.com. Send those questions in. Keep them coming because you know what? We love to hear from you guys. So be sure to do that. So our first one comes from Deneen. She asks AnneMarie, or Ryan now, so whoever wants to answer. Is there a way we can provide emergency services to our pediatric community? I had 2 family members that had to travel to Oneida or a different hospital because they were saying we had no providers experience with pediatrics. What can we do about that?
Well, I would say in short, and then Ryan will jump in that we do provide urgent emergent care to pediatrics. In our network, we've got our pediatric center and team that do an amazing job for primary care support. In the emergency department, we do take care of emergent needs that may come up. But certainly if a patient needs additional acute care services or subspecialty services, they are traveling to areas that have a pediatric center or able to have that level of expertise. We do have some indications at times based on the presenting symptoms of the patients as well as the competencies of our medical staff and providers that in the event that a patient needs more care on a case-by-case basis, we do provide that. At times, there might be not on call some of those competencies. So certainly want to make sure that we provide as much care local as we possibly can, but taking into account the expertise and the needs of the patient, at times we do have to transfer. With that, maybe I'll talk a little bit about Central New York as a whole before Ryan might have a few thoughts on it. But many, many years ago, I guess it's over 22 years ago now, that the region had decided to primarily specialize pediatrics into centers because you do have to have a critical volume to be able to recruit subspecialty care that would meet the safe needs of the pediatric population. So that's why we have pediatric hospitals now, or kids hospitals, that can really recruit that level of expertise to take great care of our kids. Ryan, anything else to add?
I think the only thing that I can add to that is you talked about this factor of sustainability. So within clinical practice, you have to do a critical mass of a skill set to be able to retain that skill set. We talked about actually having the ability on a small level to do a specific ultrasound scan for newborns. Mm-hmm. And what we determined that over the past history, within months, we've been able to do a small handful of those. Well, our technologists, our ultrasound technologists, wouldn't have the practice and skill sets to be able to do those as efficiently and as accurately as they could.
Yeah.
So that sustainability factor really comes into play in terms of what services we could provide. We want to provide every service that we can. Mm-hmm. But we have to do so in a way that's going to be meaningful and lasting and make sure that we build relationships with other areas. We have, for those really critical urgent situations, we have a helipad. Yeah. A helicopter will land and can fly a patient, a very great one, can fly a patient safely to an institution that would be more used to caring for that type of patient and have them there quickly.
Excellent. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah.
Great co-hosting. Chuck, we got one more.
Okay, we got one more, and this one's from Taylor. She asks, geez. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Why doesn't Rome Health recycle? The cafeteria should have recycle bins in place as well as at the exits and near the elevators. I feel this is something that we can do as an organization to improve cleanliness in our community.
Taylor, great question. Appreciate that. I think we talked about in another episode of a podcast that how important it is to participate in the overall community health and well-being, and I would put recycling in that category. We do actually recycle a little bit here at Rome Health. in terms of some of our paper products and other components of the network and work streams. But in terms of the cafeteria, that's certainly maybe something to think through a little bit more, or broadening our position on recycling. But again, we do have a presence, particularly largely in paper products, and we dispose of waste in the compliance of New York State regulations, which that's just really the segmentation of disposable waste, but we're very proficient with that, and we have great partners. And I'll turn it over to Ryan to see if he's got anything more to add.
I think it's something that we can look into to see how we can do even better. Yeah. As AnneMarie said, we do recycle paper products very well. If you look in the receiving area, there's two giant dumpsters back there. One is for waste and the other is for paper products. But in terms of the other items, that's something that we can look into to figure out how we can do that even better. So I love that suggestion. That's really how change happens.
Yeah.
Change happens through great suggestions and working with all of our colleagues together to figure out, how do we achieve that? So let's see if we can start in the cafeteria and see how we can make that meaningful. Great suggestion.
Thanks, Ryan. Chuck.
Yeah.
We made it.
We did it.
How do you think Ryan did?
He did good.
Is it okay? I rate things
no
on
doubts.
a scale, right? I end meetings and I'm like,
Okay, good. Chuck,
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like, ooh, we're never going to let Ryan on a podcast again,
Co-host
to 10
is
being
fun.
like he hit it out of the park. Where do you put him? This is tough for Chuck.
It is, because honestly, in my life, I'm telling you everything. I never put a 10 anywhere because I always feel there's somewhere to improve no matter
Good,
what
Chuck.
you do.
That's great.
That's
Good.
that's just my
Ryan
thing.
can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So
tough
Ryan,
on him.
I'll give you an 8 or 9. I'm right there. It was good. You were good.
8.5.
8.5. I'll give you 8.5.
I like an
There we
8.5.
go.
Okay, hey,
was
everybody.
It's my
Go
first
ahead.
time.
Yeah, it was
my first time on a
first
podcast.
time. Everyone feel free, if you're seeing this and you have a little bit of time to participate in fun, you guys rate Ryan. You haven't necessarily rated me. We're like rating me based off of how many people watch the podcast and attend and give feedback, but 1 out of 10. If you feel like Ryan was a good co-host on the podcast,
I'm gonna have to do a
please
whole
rate
chart.
him.
We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah,
I'll get you
Chuck
your
will have
numbers,
fun with
Ryan.
that.
Appreciate that.
But because Chuck rated him an 8.5, we do have the prizes.
Oh.
We have the, we'll turn that. We have the prizes for Ryan, which he has been wanting since Chuck launched them secretly or overtly with me.
There's no
And so
secret
I
about
love
it.
that.
Not anymore. They're out
I love
there.
their energy level. So Ryan's
Thank
going to
you.
be cool, like the other members of the podcast that were interviewed. Honestly, thank you everyone for participating in a pilot project. Chuck and I have continued to evaluate after every episode and before every episode how to be able to take in any feedback we've received from all of you regarding the experience with a podcast. Is it pertinent? Is this something we want to continue? We may take a hiatus for a bit to be able to establish the next phase of the podcast, but by and large, people have shared that this is a meaningful way to receive some information. So hopefully the podcast will continue or be back by, I was going to say popular demand.
Yeah, it is. It is. Popular demand. It's going to just be back, baby. Yeah.
Okay, everybody, please tell us what you think. Thank you all for creating the best care out there here.
Oh, Ryan's showing us his water bottle.
We are already going to have to
Ryan is such
attach
a great
them.
co-host.
Yep.
Look at him.